I'm Paul Tykowski. On tonight's show, we have a report on a Game 7 in the NBA Finals, highlights of a thrilling finish in Super Bowl 47, coverage of the Yankees in action against the Angels, and we'll check in with Dan Collins, who will be reporting live from TD Bank Ballpark. But first, we head out to the ice for tonight's top story. On Monday night, the Chicago Blackhawks will have a chance to win their second Stanley Cup in 4 years. Last night, the Chicago Blackhawks defeated the Bruins 3-1 in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final to take a 3-2 lead in the series. Patrick Kane tallied his 8th and 9th goals of the postseason in the victory, and Blackhawk goalie Corey Crawford was rock solid for Chicago, allowing just 1 goal with 24 saves. Chicago can win their 5th Stanley Cup on Monday night in Boston, and they certainly have history on their side. Since 1939, the winner of Game 5 in a tied series has gone on to win the Cup 68% of the time, but it was just the Bruins who just came back from down 3-2 to win it all 2 years ago. We now move on from one championship event to another as the world champion of professional football was crowned in New Orleans at Super Bowl 47. And the Harbaugh Bowl taking place for the second time ever. Joe Flacco from the Ravens 44 dropping back and throwing. He says, "That's what I do," to Jacoby Jones. He gets up, a little shake, a little bake, and he runs to the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. And those shake and bakes also seen in the touchdown dance. The 49ers would kick a field goal and it would be a 21-6 game at halftime. But Jacoby Jones, once again saying, "You think this is easy?" runs with the ball from the opening kickoff, 108 yards, a Super Bowl record for longest play in NFL history. Also, the longest kickoff return in playoff history, and caps it off with the Ray Lewis end. And there would be a 35-minute game delay due to a power outage. The 49ers, within striking distance now, Colin Kaepernick runs 15 yards to the left corner of the end zone to bring the Niners within 2. He Kaepernicks afterwards. And for San Francisco, very exciting. Now Jim Harbaugh opts to go for 2, and Kaepernick looks for Randy Moss, who cannot come up with it as it's wide left. Now later in the game, Kaepernick throws right for Michael Crabtree, but it's over his head on a controversial call. The Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. John Harbaugh proves that he's better than Jim Harbaugh, and Ray Lewis ends out with his second career Super Bowl championship. The Ravens 34, 49ers 31. Joe Flacco is your Super Bowl MVP. And Colin Kaepernick, a solid performance for him as well. In the first NBA Finals since Game 7, since 2010, the Miami Heat won their second world title as they defeated the San Antonio Spurs 95-88 with the San Antonio Town 2 points with 50 seconds remaining. The usually reliable Tim Duncan missed both a layup and an attempted tip-in, and LeBron James countered with a jumper on the other end to seal the game and the championship for the Heat. James finished with a game-high 37 points and 12 rebounds to earn Finals MVP honors, and he now joins Michael Jordan as the only players in league history to win back-to-back regular season and NBA Finals MVP awards. And now to baseball, and to Angel Stadium in Anaheim, where the New York Yankees were in action against the Anaheim Angels. And we pick up in the third, where it's Travis Hafner at bat going against Jared Weaver, and he hits that one deep to center field. Peter Bourjos can only watch it go into the shrubbery, and it's a 3-0 Yankees lead. Hafner's 11th. Then it's Lyle Overbay over the head of Peter Bourjos, and he brings in a run, his 14th double of the year. We pick up in the 7th, where it's CeCe striking out 2 and looking solid as ever. Now in the 8th, he strikes out Peter Bourjos. And picking up in the 9th after a Mike Trout double and a Pujols walk, it's Mariano in now. And, well, we have a game off the hit by Peter Bourjos. Mariano now against Albert Pujols. And Pujols down 0-2 in the count. He swings. Well, that's it. Mariano with his 24th save of the year. And CeCe would improve his record to 7-5 as the Yankees beat the Angels 6-5. Your final score, Travis Hafner with his 11th home run of the season in the win. In minor league baseball tonight, the Somerset Patriots were in action against the Long Island Ducks. Our own Dan Collins is standing by live at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey with an update.
Thanks, guys. I am live from TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where the Somerset Patriots now are leading the Long Island Ducks 2-1 on Jake Fox's Atlantic League leading 19th home run. The story of the game, Patriots outfielder Luis Montanez was just told that he was signed by the AA team, the Los Angeles Angels. And there's a sellout crowd of 8,300 people here on fireworks night. I'm Dan Collins reporting live from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Dan. That's good news for Luis Montanez, but maybe not so much for his teammates on the Pats. Anyway, now we go on to the Major League Baseball in the American League, where Baltimore gets past the Boston Red Sox 2-0 on a Jason Hamill complete game shutout. Clay Buchholz gets the loss for the Red Sox. And it's the Texas Rangers with a Neftali Feliz win over the Toronto Blue Jays. Melky Cabrera goes 0-for-5 with 3 strikeouts. And now to the American League, where the Philadelphia Phillies win 8-7 over the Colorado Rockies. Dominic Brown with his 19th home run of the season. And Cliff Lee with yet another win on what is a hot season for him. And it's the St. Louis Cardinals beating the Chicago Cubs 5-4. Adam Wainwright continues his amazing season with David Freese going 5-for-5, including a triple tonight. And that'll do it for tonight's edition of the Clark SBC Sports Desk. Be sure to join us back here tomorrow for all the latest sports news, highlights, and scores from around the country. Until then, I'm Paul Tykowski. Good night from the Clark SBC Sports Desk.